Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back big time. Hang on, how do I get back to this? What am I doing? What have I just bloody done? But we are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for Gather Round 2024. Hi, Chris. But ladies and gentlemen, this is poised to be one of the biggest games of the round in the Expansion Cup. Cannot believe that it's come to this, but it is one of the greatest games you will ever see, hopefully. And it is two teams really trying to make an impression on the footballing world this year. Brandon, I'm good. Chris, I am very, very keen for the football this year. And I'm keen for this match, which gets underway in about half an hour's time. So we will have a bit of a chat early on and see what everyone is getting up to on this fine Sunday afternoon. It's a great day for football. But the Giants come into this game on top of the ladder. Not quite. They were on top of the ladder before this round, before being taken over by the teams that have played about 2 games higher, about 2 games more than we have. It starts in 2 minutes. Let's hope so. That's what I thought as well, but then I went onto my bloody Foxtel, what's his name, and it said it was later. No, it does. See, I think it is. It is about to start. See, I've actually lost the plot here. What is my Foxtel Go is absolutely doing me dirty here, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Where is this game? This is genuinely throwing me off now. It should be about to begin this match, but it's given us something dodgy on the old Foxtel. Let's go Giants, Liam. Which team do you think will be the biggest threat for your Orange Tsunami? Sydney Swans, probably. They seem to beat us every year. Oh no, it is starting. What? Foxtel's telling me there's some like random show on. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the Adelaide Hills for the Giants and the Suns. The Expansion Cup, they say. And the atmosphere pre-game is really very hyped up. Both teams looking to get their season up and running. The Gold Coast are really in a bit of trouble as it stands. They won their first 2 games, but then couldn't seem to capitalise on the rest. But the Giants are absolutely cruising. Honey Mustard, how are we? Get a little cheeky Instagram post going, I reckon. If it will like to work. My phone's doing all sorts of different bloody things now. It's not been nice. Up the Giants. Bash. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the teams descend. That's too loud. I've actually lost the plot here. But the coin toss, as we've seen, is so pivotal. And Toby Green has won the toss. That's the perfect start for the Giants. Hopefully that is a sign of things to come. Another good thing that we've also experienced so far is the lack of Kelly Underwood commentary. She's not here today, which is what we bloody like to see. Hang on. But this game is about to get underway. Leave your predictions in the comments section down below, and we will see how this game will unfold. Let's just do this. Liam Liam O'Connor says Giants win comfortably. Let's hope so. I reckon we can get it done. Why is that? It just does what it wants, this thing. Oh, shit. Hang on. I've actually lost the plot here. I've put it on me bloody wrong account, which is not good. Let's delete that. Do we even bother with this? Let's just get on with it, honestly. Bring on the football. We are underway in the middle of the ground with the ball up. Out of the middle go the Gold Coast Suns. Lockie Weller, I think, has the ball. I can't see because my screen is so far away. In fact, it's Berry. Goes in short to Took Miller. We need to be defending better early on here. This ball kicked it straight into the man on the mark. And away goes the Tsunami. Lovely kick in short to Riccardi. We go back inside to the middle of the ground. And Tom Green takes the mark. Bit of a risky kick to Daniels, but he manages to mop up his own work and takes his time. Gold Coast really don't seem to be bothered defending at the moment. Long ball, Hogan leaps at it. Mac Andrew tries his hardest, but he's just not it. This one dribbles towards the boundary line and will go out of bounds. And after a minute's play, there's really nothing worth commenting on at the moment. It's been really smooth sailing for the time being. Tap down by Briggs to Rao. Surely that's holding the ball, not paid by the umpire. Up towards forward 50. Handed away. Chance for Toby Green. He's an absolute superstar and he kicks the first. That is wonderful play by the skipper. And the ideal start for the Giants. The big sound is up and running here in the Expansion Cup. Really nice play there. As Toby Green managed to get that ball away and kick the goal. Why is that not showing is my question. Will this work? Oh yeah. That's probably not my best work, that, but who cares? And we take the lead. 6-0. And that is the ideal start for the Giants. As we're back in the middle again, Witts grabs it out of the ruck and sends it forward. Chance here for Gold Coast, but they can't take the mark. I actually can't see what's going on. My screen's too tiny. Ainsworth, Miller, tackled. Good pressure. In the middle, and fuck, they've taken a mark. That is not good. That is not good. And it's Sam Berry who has taken the mark inside 50. He's definitely within range here as well, might I add. So here comes Berry for Gold Coast first. And he sprays it across the face. That's what we love to see. That is what we absolutely love to see. Right across the face. This ball goes in short to Connor Iden in the back pocket. Has a bounce. Maybe even another bounce. No, he just decides to send this in long. Who's down there? Hogan leaps but can't take the mark. Kelly may have been taken high. Umpire says play on. That's a throw. And it is paid to big Briggsy boy. Ball now launched inside 50 but intercepted by Witts. Brenty. Goes up, but again, we've built the wall very nicely. Briggs is on fire early on. He commands the troops. Long inside attacking 50. Oh, Callum Brown. Surely that is a mark and it's been paid. That is beautiful. By the Irishman. That is what we love to see. And Callum Brown will line up for our second goal early on. Far out. There we go. And it's a real opportunity for us to take this early lead and build a nice solid base going into the rest of the Expansion Cup. Callum Brown slots that nicely. It's 2 goals early to the Giants. And we are looking very nice early on. Why is that score not coming up? I wonder. What does that do? Nope. Oh, what the fuck have I just done? There we go. That seems a bit better. Why is it's making me do this every time I like change something? I don't know why. But it is. I'm not complaining though, because we've just kicked the first 2 goals of the game. And it is very, very nice. I'm sure we can fix that up and make this a bit better one day, because that looks absolutely atrocious. We're back in the middle again. Cornelio, Tom Green. Back to Cornelio again. Running right back, but that should have been a free kick maybe for a bit of front-on contact. Not paid. Lockie Ash now. Through the middle of the ground to Tom Green. He streams away inside 50. Wonderful ball. Hogan takes another mark. This is domination early on from the Giants. Looking for our 3rd goal in the first couple of minutes. Jesse Hogan and the Giants can do no wrong at the moment. Flag Giants, says Chris. Let's hope Flag Giants 2024. In comes Hogan. A little bit of a Josh Kennedy shuffle step. Comes in. And sneaks it home. It's 3 goals to the Giants. This is brilliant. A brilliant start. They post a bit of a cheer squad footage online. That is bloody nice. We're off to a banging start. The Giants are 18. Gold Coast are on 1. This is ideal here for the Giants. Exactly what we were looking for. And you really can't fault this start from us. I've yet to see any mistakes or anything like that. And this is going exactly to plan early on, and let's hope we can keep this momentum going. It's a nice early lead for the Giants. Gold Coast again get it out of the middle. They seem to be winning a lot of the clearances, but we are just too good defensively. Iden does well to take Roses off the ball. Back to Lockie Ash, back to Iden. A bit of handballing going on. Nearing the boundary line, maybe a holding the man free kick could have been paid there. Not given. Gold Coast go inside 50 again, and it's great defence from Sam Taylor. In fact, it was Buckley who spoils the ball out of bounds. G'day, unbranded. Nice to see a sea of orange in the crowd here in the Adelaide Hills as this ball is thrown in. Right up forward for the Gold Coast. Buckley hands it instead. It goes straight to Fiorini, who kicks towards goal and gets a lucky bounce, and it goes through. And it's the first goal for the Suns. Really not much he could have done about that. That was a nice little snap around the body. And there was just no one there on the goal line able to just trickle through for the first goal for the Gold Coast. No, it's all good. We don't mind that. Greatness does take time. It's just one little miniature misstep along the road to success. We still have an 11-point lead early in this match. Bonnie's the only Gold Coast supporter I know. Yeah, I know. Hopefully we can just shut her up by the end of today. Gold Coast again out of the middle. They're just doing this a little bit too easily at the moment. We need to sort of just halt things up and figure out how our midfield is going to work here. This ball's chipped over the top to Took Miller. And there's a whistle for something. And it's a free kick to us. That's what we like. Don't ask me what it was for. But Tom Green's got the ball now. And now we can stream forward again. Bring on the tsunami. Immediately away. Inside 50. Hogan. Surely that is a push in the back. And it is a free kick. Hogan is 50 metres out. Will he go for goal here? I reckon he's definitely got the legs on him. This is for 4 goals in the first 10 minutes of the game for the Giants. Strides in now, Jesse Hogan. Gives it a ride. That looks very, very nice. And that is absolutely perfect. And this is the ideal start. 4 goals in 10 minutes. Jesse Hogan is on fire. And you really can't fault what we've been doing here. 4 goals to 1. Coleman for Hogan. Let's hope so. But he's really putting on a clinic at the moment. Mac Andrew has no answer to what he can do. Jesse Hogan. Clear free kick there. And this is an absolute clinic early on here in the Adelaide Hills. Let's see if we can actually win a clearance this time. Mac Andrews, you know what. And again, another clearance to Gold Coast. Would you believe it? But Connor Iden with the nice little spoil to get it down to Tom Green, who somehow managed to handball it off to Bedford. Now through the middle of the ground. That was a bit of an awkward handball, but it doesn't matter because will Gold Coast stuff it up this time? Not quite. They've played some nice free-flowing footy there of Gold Coast. This ball is in short, right on 50. The ball is with Bailey Humphrey. Just us two streaming Luke Ultra. This ball is at the back and it's marked by... it is Jed Walter who's taken the mark. And this will just put a bit of a dampener on the electric start we've had so far. Wondering where the viewers are, mate. I have bugger all viewers anyway. Jed Walter has missed. Can you believe it? Thank you very much, Luke Ultra. That is one behind to Jed Walter. See, Jesse Hogan would never do that. He's just that good as it stands. Here's Connor Iden. Goes over the top to Buckley, who handballs it straight out of bounds. But you know what? He's allowed to do that when we're up by this significant margin early on in the match. Harvey Thomas pictured on screen, future rising star. In fact, the rising star of this year, hopefully. Cornelio just hands it straight to Witts, and Gold Coast go forward again, but it's lovely pressure. Himmelberg over the top to Callahan, who awkwardly manages to scrumble a kick into the middle of the ground, and it's intercepted by the Gold Coast Suns. We're really defending well. We're setting up nicely here. Gold Coast really have nothing to do other than just chip it around. And they're really going nowhere with it either. And at last they just decide to send this one in long. Can anyone take a mark? Buckley. Oh, that is just... He gives away a free kick somehow. Don't know what it was for. And Jed Walter has the ball again. That's very dodgy in my eyes. Didn't really see much about that. As we have a look at the replay. Yeah, not a whole lot in it. It's just good body work. And Jed Walter's made it seem like a bit more. And Dimmer in the commentary box is absolutely pumped by that. There's Jed Walter playing game number 2. Comes in for Gold Coast first. He's really not on the angle. We'll see how that pans out as he comes in and kicks the goal. Second goal for the Gold Coast Suns. But it's all good because we still have a solid lead early on. It's Gold Coast 14, GWS 24. As the real issue at the moment is just those centre clearances and how we're trying to get the ball out of the middle. Because we really haven't had a clearance all day in the first, 10 minutes of the game. Umpires managed to pull a free kick out there to Jed Walter. Buckley not too happy with the decision, and neither am I in the commentary box. And Jed Walter is absolutely fired up. As we are back in the middle of the ground again. And again, they win it out of the middle. This is just something that's happening far too often at the moment. Well spoiled away. Callahan gives chase to Berry, who just kicks inside 50, but there's two of us there, and we will get a free kick. Nick Holman not happy with the decision, but we take it nonetheless. Don't know what it was for. As Himmelberg kicks out of defence to young Brenty, who takes a nice one-on-one mark. Young Brenty goes long again. Mark's been taken by Lockie Whitfield, who's 70 metres out from goal. He decides to just chip it over the top. Nice little kick in forward. Is that Daniels again? That should have been pushed, and he was. And we'll get a free kick. And a chance to line up for our 5th goal early on in this match. Big Brenty was definitely pushed in the back there by Lukosius. And this would really put an exclamation mark on what has been a solid start by the Giants. Instead, he just decides to set it up unselfishly, and it's marked by Collins. Collins kicks it out of defence and outside 50. Josh Kelly is lurking. Maybe he could have been a bit high, but umpire doesn't fall for his antics, and the ball goes out of bounds. Gold Coast dominating the clearances at the moment. That's one area that is probably the main reason we're not winning by any more than what we are. That's good pressure applied. Again, ball thrown up. Witts with another tap down. Canelio inside 50. Once again, a chance for Brown. Couldn't take the mark. Kelly hands off. O'Halloran. Can he kick the goal? No, he can't. It's intercepted by Collins again. He is the one man standing between the Giants and yet another goal at the moment. As the coach just kicks to Mac Andrew. But we've applied enough pressure to make it seem a little bit contested, although it probably wasn't. Again, we're forcing the long kick down the line, which Mac Andrew does. Cadman was maybe taken a little high. Umpire said play on though. Gold Coast stream through the middle of the ground. And it's Ainsworth who's got miles of open space ahead of him. And he decides to chip this one short to Berry, who is about 49 metres out from goal. Maybe a little too far out to score, but who knows? Don't doubt the man. He seems to be lining up here as Tom Berry. No, he decides to set it up instead. He went the old fake. Himmelberg got boot to ball. Witts kicked it out of the pack and he's missed. Luckily enough. That was good defensive pressure though by the Giants. This computer is not really complying with me at the moment, and I'm not loving it. As the umpires pulled a free kick out of somewhere, and of course it's going to the Gold Coast. I reckon he felt bad for the free kick paid to Daniels earlier and gave a free kick to the Coasters in return. He sends it long. Ooh, big crunch, and we'll get a free kick for 2 high. There's a man down. It's Whitfield, but he gets up like an absolute trooper. What a good bloke he is. Can't seem to get it out of there. A bit of pressure applied by Gold Coast, but we apply more pressure in return. There's a scrappy kick inside 50 for the Gold Coast. Lockie Ash needs to work this out and does it well. Kelly, here goes the tsunami again, streaming away. Cadman takes a nice mark in front of the Coasters. He decides to go in short. There's open players everywhere. So many options, but we decide to go a bit slower. Cornelio tries to take on, I think that was Holman maybe. Mac Andrew takes the mark, or a free kick is paid, one or the other. And that's a bit of a lucky break there for Gold Coast. We were really all over him throughout that play. That's well intercepted though. Riccardi tries to apply pressure. It's way too slow. The Gold Coast are moving it. But that's a poor entry. Hewlin takes a nice mark. But once again, we continue to press and apply pressure early on. Once again, see, we're not making these little chip kicks easy for him. Flanders has to go in short again. And eventually, I'd say we'll force the long kick, although they are using the corridor now with the Gold Coast. Long ball, Taylor was surely held, and he'll get a free kick for it. King decided to try and tackle him as he was going for the mark. Don't know, that's in the rule book, unfortunately. Big Benny boy. But a chance for the Giants to reset here. Right, keep me in his sneeze, this is shocking. Good mark again there by Cadman. He decides to look up. Oh, leaving it behind was Riccardi, but he managed to do a good second effort and apply a bit more pressure. Again, there's Giants everywhere. Through the middle of the ground. Whitfield looks up inside 50, but again, Mac Andrew with another intercept mark. We're just been a bit sloppy with our forward 50 entries at the moment. Oh, no. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that was unprecedented. Mark taken here by the Gold Coast, right on defensive 50. Again, our defensive structure is holding up as we speak. And backing across to Mac Andrew, who they're deciding to copy us and use the corridor. It's just not working. We are just superior through that area of the ground. Long ball towards goal, marked on the goal line by Toby Green. And this will be our 5th goal of the opening quarter. As easy as you like through the middle of the ground. The orange tsunami has come alive in that play. And this will surely be a goal to the skipper. And he converts nicely. That's 5 first quarter goals for the Giants. Cannot fault this effort early on. And you have to say it's a bit of a domination. It has been an absolute clinic through the middle of the ground. Gold Coast are trying to impersonate us. And it's just not happening. It's really not happening. You can see there, lovely mark by Green on the line in front of Mac Andrew. Mac Andrew was just too slow on that occasion. And the Giants lead 5 straight 30 to 2-3-15. Green with his second goal of the afternoon. As we're back in the middle again. Briggs, this time we can get a clearance out of the middle. High ball, but it's intercepted this time by Ballard. Again, they're just happy to chip it around here at Gold Coast. We're applying good pressure. Again, they're just happy to just chip it, are the Suns. This ball is in low and flat, and again intercepted by Ware this time. Gold Coast just can't seem to get out of our forward 50 here, as there's just constant pressure being applied. Tom Green is 65 out from goal. As expected, he decides to just set it up. Top of the goal square. Hogan's lurking and he almost took the mark. Not paid by the umpire. Rowell somehow manages to get it off. CJ Coast, what's going on? Holman's taken the mark. Right on defensive 50. This is where Gold Coast have struggled. Taylor ended up a mile away somehow with that second effort. Came back to get the footy. And it's a free kick. And it's going our way. That's what we love. Callahan's got it. There's 1 minute and 53 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Real back and forth game. As here, Gold Coast do try and work it through the middle of the ground. Up to no avail. Buckley takes the mark. He decides to chip it in short, and away we go. Gold Coast's players are just nowhere to be seen. We are running freely through the middle of the ground. Up to attacking 50. Sloppy kick. Briggs somehow made it work. Bedford handballs it to no one in particular, and Gold Coast again return strike. Humphrey goes in short. Sam Taylor did really well to get to that. He applies secondary pressure. Himmelberg nearly took the mark back with a flight. Ben King rolls it and kicks a goal. Real disappointing goal there. We really had all the play and we probably deserved a goal out of that, but unfortunately couldn't capitalise. And it's Gold Coast with their third of the game. From the way we've been playing though, it feels like we should be further in front than what we are. But unfortunately, that's not how it is at the moment. It is the Gold Coast 3-3-21 and the Giants are 5 straight 30. We are still in a commanding position, although the scoreboard might not show it. The Tsunami's been alive through the middle of the ground. Back again. In the middle of the ground. Harvey Thomas this time gets it out. And just drills it inside 50. Hogan is again lurking on Mac Andrew, who does a nice little spin. And they bugger it up again to Gold Coast, thanks to our pressure. And the ball ends up out of bounds in the forward pocket. Really has been commanding early on from the Giants. We get a ball in here. Witts and Briggs in the ruck. Briggs just thumps it forward. Mac Andrew seems to have been everywhere early on, but really doing nothing with his disposals. That surely is deliberate. And yes, paid by the umpire. 21 seconds for us to somehow muster a score. And we have the ball right on the boundary line, about 70 from home. Can the Giants somehow find a goal? We are awaiting the ball to be returned from the crowd. As Perryman needs to do something inventive. Instead he just decides to drill it long. Maybe a mark here. Good tackle applied. There's a chance for Himmelberg if he wants to take it. Crashing through as Walter played for the free kick and got it. That is shocking. And with 5 seconds left, that will be quarter time. He just kicks as long as he can to avoid any potential scoring, and that is the quarter time siren. And a really dominant quarter there from the Giants. Although they only hold a 9-point lead, it really has been an absolute clinic early on. But ladies and gentlemen, we will take a short break and we'll be right back with you on the Giants biased commentary. Thank you very much. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The second quarter of action here from the Adelaide Hills is not far away. It is the Giants leading by 9 points here in Gather Round. Has been an intriguing round of football so far, but this is the one game that everyone cares about. It's the Expansion Cup. As at quarter time, leading disposals for the Giants. Himmelberg has 10 touches, Whitfield has 8, Cornelio 7, Tom Green 6, and Kelly 6 as well. To be fair, Gold Coast have actually dominated most of the stats. We've just used the ball a bit more effectively. As the Giants are yet to trail in this game so far, as we await the beginning of the second quarter. Once again, leave your predictions in the comments down below of what you think is going to happen throughout the rest of this game. I reckon we can still get it done. Look, we're not playing terribly. It's just the centre clearance is the one problem at the moment. As we await the treacherous halftime ad break. The quarter time ad break, should I say. Leaves us to ponder what is ahead of us in this majestic second quarter of action. Live here on the Giants biased commentary. GWS by 3 or 4 goals. Let's hope so. I'm hoping we can get it done even more comfortably than that. But who knows? Gold Coast are fielding a very young side for today's match. They had about 7 changes. Jed Walter kicked his first AFL goal in that first quarter. the players have a brief huddle leading into the second quarter. Hogan and Green with 2 goals each and Callum Brown with our other one. As our forward line is really starting to shine early on. As the players begin to take their positions for the second quarter of action here in the Adelaide Hills. But it's really been the Jesse Hogan show early on. He's been dominating up forward. Mac Andrews seems to really have no answer for the Jesse Hogan masterclass. The favourite for the Coleman medal, you'd have to say, at this point in time. And he's obviously recently re-signed throughout the week, which is brilliant news for the football club. As we are ready for this second quarter of action. It's the Expansion Cup. And we are ready and raring to go. Hopefully this quarter's a little bit more interesting than the last one. Last one, there was a lot of turnovers. It was a very scrappy game. And let's see what this second quarter has in store for us. It's bounced in the middle by the umpire. Tackled again, Green. With a nice tackle, and somehow gives away a free kick for that, which I'm a bit bemused by. I'm not sure quite how that happened. It is a free kick to the Gold Coast, and this ball is driven up long, and it's a nice strong mark taken by Lukosius, who's given away his fair share of free kicks early on. In fact, it's not even Lukosius. It's been driven in long, top of the goal square. Can someone take a mark? O'Halloran does well to mop it up. Kicks this ball right up towards attacking 50. Collins. This time it is actually Lukosius who kicks it wide onto the wing. There's Gold Coast players everywhere at the moment. We just need to find someone. Someone with a big intercept mark or a big intercept play. They're just happily chipping it around and really controlling possession at the moment. As Ainsworth has the ball. And he ponders what is in stock for this kick. He drives it towards attacking 50. Big leap from Briggsy. Couldn't come down with it. In the end, just thumps it forward. And we'll get a ball up right on the far wing here at the Adelaide Hills. Travis, first time. And we'll get another ball out of bounds. So there's really not a lot going on in this game at the moment. As we see, a good crowd, a sea of orange. As this ball is to be thrown in. Up Gold Coast's forward end. And a free kick for something has been picked out. And it's going to the Gold Coast again. That's just really bizarre. Some really bizarre free kicks being paid at the moment. Not only just to them, but to us as well. It's some far out. They've taken a mark inside 50 as well, Roses. And this is a chance to cut our lead to only 3 points. Despite all our domination in that opening quarter, it feels like we should be leading by more. We've just been unable to capitalise on a couple of opportunities as Roses is going the snap from about 45 out. And he's just kicked it very, very high. It was definitely not where he was intending to put it, but ended up at the top of the goal square and Holman's missed. That was a very interesting decision in the first place by Malcolm Roses to go the snap from that far out. And in the end, it really just didn't pay off. We just need to somehow find a way out of their defences. Hewland with a big hit on Bedford, who almost ends up on the interchange bench. But the ball ends up out of bounds once again. Boundary throw in, tapped down by Briggs, who's really come to his own early on in this quarter. Again, another ball up we see. Streaming through, he's actually run a bit the wrong way there as Humphrey. Oh, that kick is dangerously close to the boundary line, but manages to be kept in. And Gold Coast will again look to go inside 50. Roses, who was the sole reason they didn't score just before Perryman is tackled and will get a ball up. In fact, no, he won't. It's a free kick to Perryman for too high. That is what we love to see. As he decides to kick this one long. Not really to anyone in particular. Hack kick off the ground. Couldn't actually be completed. Toby Green was taken high. And yes, the free kick is paid. Definite free kick there. As here we go. Here's a chance. Inside attacking 50. Cadman takes a nice mark down low. And this is a chance for the 6th goal of the game for the Giants. Still yet to kick a point. Can you believe that? And I may have just absolutely mozzed us there. Here is my man, Daddy Caddy. Former number 1 draft pick. Comes in now. Kicks this one very, very nicely. And it is the 6th goal. 6 straight for the Giants. Can you believe? And we're back into that commanding position that we've seemed to hold throughout the majority of this match. But it is goal number 6 for the Giants. And it's really been coming. The tsunami's been operating at full strength. It's just a few missed kicks. The only downfall so far. But Cadman is really starting to show some promise. Have I got all my tips right so far? I actually don't think so. I reckon I tipped Freo yesterday. I probably should have, but I didn't, unfortunately. I don't know why I didn't tip Carlton, as that's a nice tackle. And we'll get a ball up in the middle of the ground. Seem to be clearing the ball out of the middle a lot better this quarter. As this ball is once again inside 50 for the Giants, but Collins takes the mark on the chest in front of Hogan. And again, it's real scrappy from Gold Coast. A lot of errors being made. We're being very clean with the balls. Once again, inside 50, and it's nicely taken by Hogan. That was just absolutely clinical. But Hogan, not really looking for the big sticks. He more seems to want to pass it off. Don't know if he'll back himself here. He's on quite a tight angle in the left forward pocket. He may try and set it up for the top of the goal square. Or he may just go himself. Let's see. Does he back himself in? No, he just decides to go in short to Brown, who may have been held there, but umpire said play on. And we'll get a boundary throw in. Don't know if that was the play from Hogan, but that's all right. We don't have to worry about that, because he may be winning the Coleman nonetheless. There's Lockie Whitfield getting a bit of a concussion check from the doc. We'll keep you guys updated on what that's all about. There's kick out of defensive 50. This is poor camera work here from Fox Footy, but it's well marked there by Buckley. As again, we use the middle of the ground so nicely. Cornelio is actually run down, but he somehow managed to get a foot to it. No, he didn't. Umpire did pay holding the ball. But Gold Coast take advantage. Nice bit of pressure applied from Iden. But it is marked by King. And again, Gold Coast looking for this immediate response. That just all seemed a little too easy there. Sam Taylor did give chase, but he was just too far behind for Ben King. as he lines up for goal number 4 for Gold Coast. He's already kicked 1 today. And it comes back nicely with the breeze. So that is Gold Coast's his second goal, should I say. Gold Coast's 4th. And they refuse to go away here in this second quarter, do the Suns. Again, despite our dominance from what it seemed. That was a really nice rundown tackle there from Roses, I think it was. G'day, Blue Moo. How are we? You really think we need this next goal just to, again, assert the commanding position. No one's really been able to get consecutive goals here. They've really been trading a lot early on. Again, ball bounced in the middle. Briggs almost takes a hanger on Wits in the ruck. Callahan, Tom Green. We're starting to work it out in the middle a lot cleaner here. Falling over was Himmelberg. So he gives chase. Oh, that is brilliantly done against Wits. Although it was intercepted once again. This time it's Tom Berry who sends him inside 50 again, but only onto the chest of Jack Buckley. I'm very good, Blue Moo. As long as the Giants keep remaining in front, I'll stay happy, but as soon as we go down, you might see a bit of a different me. Toby Green from behind couldn't take the mark. Instead it was taken by Ballard. We just had that little bit of trouble clearing defence, this quarter especially, as Ballard just sets it up. Briggs couldn't take the mark, but doesn't matter. Buckley gets it out to Perryman, who gets it over to Tom Green. He again chips in short. I reckon this is the better way to go. It's just nice and steady, because the kicks down the line really haven't seemed to be working this quarter especially. This one's inboard. Again, we turn it over going down the line. That's a nice tackle though. Wits hands it out to Powell. Again, Gold Coast numbers everywhere. I don't know what we're trying to do here. This ball is high inside 50 again. Taylor couldn't take the mark. Humphrey was almost able to grab it. Cornelio couldn't grab it, and this might lead to a goal for the Suns. And it does. Fuck. This is very poor. That's consecutive goals to Gold Coast, and all of a sudden, they are within a couple of points. Again, you just feel we should be ahead by a bit more. We just haven't been able to control ourselves this quarter. Go Giants, Mark. We just need to sort of settle ourselves down. We're really favouring that long kick down the line, and it just isn't working. And Gold Coast have fought back nicely from where we were before. First goal in the AFL for Ethan Reid as well, I believe. Or is that Hewland? Hang on, I bloody can't see anything. The screen's too tiny. I need to invest in something larger. Once again, that's a lovely tackle on Rao, but he somehow manages to get it out, and Gold Coast again go forward. And it is another mark. Fucking what are we doing here? This is shocking. Ben King takes the mark right on 50, and a chance to put Gold Coast in front again. This will be their first lead of the day. If he can convert from here, he's going to kick it from actually outside 50. Considering where the man on the mark is. This would provide a real lift to the Gold Coast. Has he got the legs? He does have the legs. That looks very, very good. Is it touched on the line? We will see. Umpire says goal. They decide not to review it, and Gold Coast take the lead for the first time this afternoon. And we are really looking at a bit of trouble, despite our dominance. That's 3 straight goals as well to the Suns. We just need a way to sort of nullify it. There's most likely a bit of a breeze going up that end as well. But they are just picking us apart a bit easily here. As we are 14 minutes into the second quarter, Gold Coast lead for the first time today. They take a 4-point advantage. And Ben King with his second, or third actually now, of the game. So how do the Giants respond? You think they need to win the clearance here, just to stop this real flow from the Suns, and they do. Toby Green in the middle. Drives it long forward. Here's a chance. Brown, Hogan, fakes Andrew, gets around him, kicks it nicely, and that's the response. Or is it? No, it's fucking not. There's a review. Can you believe? Umpire's call is touched. We don't know. It is definitely touched off the boot. That'll be one behind. Very unfortunate, because that was really good play out of the middle there. But good to see the review system actually doing its job for once. And they're still going through this review process. It definitely seems like it should be touched. And it is. It is one behind. The margin reduced to 3 points. Yeah, we just need to lock it inside 50 here. It's once again blasted long. Chance, really good mark there from Riccardi, who's playing a bit more defensively this game from what I've seen so far. He'll just drive this ball long. Inside 50. Hogan again takes front position. He is all class, this bloke. And he can't really fault his game so far. He's kicked 2 already. And a chance for his third and for the lead back for the Giants. Big opportunity here for Hogan as he struts in now. Bit of Josh Kennedy about this, as he ends up kicking this one right across the face. And it is in fact out of bounds on the full. Very uncharacteristic from Jesse Hogan. He's been so accurate so far this year. In fact, it was touched going out of bounds. So we'll get a throw in right next to the behind post. The inside attacking 50. As this ball's tapped down. O'Halloran with the chance on goal. And it will be a free kick to Riccardi out of the ruck. Holding the man, says the umpire. And here's a much better opportunity. Riccardi is directly in front, about 20 metres out. Really should convert this. Can he keep his cool this time? Slight angle, converts this time. And we take the lead back. Big moment in the second quarter. And it really has become a real back and forth sort of game. But a big moment for the Giants. Seen Patlock fight. I actually haven't been looking for him. Where is he sitting, this bloke? I need to find him. Everyone get together around 2025, by the way. I'm absolutely shattered I can't be there this year, but this is what we do. Bit of biased commentary for your Sunday afternoon. Middle of the school holidays, it doesn't get much better than this. As we get a bounce again in the middle of the ground. Witz just grabs it out of the ruck and kicks it forward. He's behind GWS's goals. Let's look for him. As we get a ball up, Humphreys looking completely different to what he was last year with his full sleeve tats and everything. And a free kick. This time will go Gold Coast way. So they'll look to attack. No, they just decide to go laterally to the Coasters. who has an absolute bomb of a leg behind him. We know he can convert from these sort of distances. And he's going to take his full 30 to give Gold Coast the lead back again. Oh no, I've done that bloody twice now. He comes in and this is way across the face, this ball. Hopefully that is better. We've just had some audio difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. And my microphone is no longer. It's unfortunately running a charge as the Giants go forward. Cadman intercepted nicely there by Mac Andrew. He goes back again to Ethan Reid. Sent long again. Taylor couldn't take the mark. And Iden will see the ball out of bounds. 7 minutes and 16 seconds remain in the opening half. Again here, chance for Cadman. But he couldn't mark on this occasion. And Gold Coast go forward once again. Real opportunity here. Taylor couldn't take the mark. Instead, he drops the ball and it goes out and spills, but it is one behind. And we do retain that lead that we so desire. But it's been a much more even contest in this quarter. As again we turn it over. These turnovers just a bit too frequent at the moment. Dropped mark by Humphrey. It was really a big opportunity. But mark could not be taken. Ball up again. Tap down. Kelly was held. Umpire said play on. Don't know how that works. Witzel send it up to the top of the square. Big mark again by Himmelberg coming across. Oh, he's a bit worried of where to go at the moment. A bit uncertain. Instead he just kicks it to a 1-on-1 and the ball's fisted out of bounds. That really was a good courageous mark by Himmelberg. Again, ball in Wits. Where decides to kick it forward only as far as Collins again, who takes the intercept mark. And he goes back and across to Mac Andrew. They decide to go the switch here to the Gold Coast, but we've seemed to have covered it quite well. We slow it up. Ballard has found the target. Hewland runs past and collects, but it's well spoiled. And a free kick. Again, he's played for that. That is very dodgy. 5.5 minutes remain here in the second quarter. Inside 50 again. Mark not taken. Real chance here for Gold Coast if he can pick it up cleanly, but he can't. Thomas. Daniel's got a very dodgy bounce there. Now Flanders to Took Miller. And Hewland again out wide. This is a genuine chance again for Gold Coast. But can they spot a target inside 50? Long ball. Briggs got first hands to it, but it was tapped down again to Roses. Now to Rowell, whose shot on goal is there. We can't seem to keep him quiet at the moment. He has definitely been everywhere at the moment. Adam Kingsley not happy. Neither am I. This This has been really not our best quarter of footy. Just turnovers happening far too frequently. As again, it's Matty Rao with that snap out of the pack and goal. We just seem a bit lacklustre this quarter, really not very inspired at all. But we need something to change here as Gold Coast take their second lead of the game. And we are back in the middle of the ground. 4.5 minutes remain in the opening half. Briggs again with a massive leap in the ruck. Rao tries to bust through Kelly but can't. Again, Lakosha's really good tackle from Bedford. Didn't get rid of it properly, but the umpire said play on and the ball goes out of bounds. Again, boundary throw in. Callaghan bursting through. Here's a big opportunity. Long inside towards Hogan, but it's again Collins taking the intercept mark. Collins only kicks it as far as Green, who hands off to Daniels, and that is much better play. As it is the other Green, Toby Green, takes the mark inside 50. And we're looking to make them pay for that error. Toby Green hasn't really been himself so far today. He really hasn't found much of the footy. But this is definitely an opportunity for goal number 3 of the day. Other than in front of goal, he really hasn't had much of an impact. But this, for the skipper to really show his true colours. And he does convert. That is much needed. Lead back to the Giants. And again, this game of back and forth just keeps on going. Really has been a scintillating contest so far. Toby Green with goal number 3. And it's a 1-point lead to the Giants as we approach the halftime siren. As it was really good capitalisation there on the error from Daniels, who swept all over it to get that ball in low to Green. And Green with the easy conversion against the wind as well. And he's fired up. And we need a bit of inspiration here, approaching half-time. So again, ball up, Rao couldn't find it. In fact, he dragged it in. This could be holding the ball. Umpire says, I'll have it and I'll throw it up. 3 minutes and 12 seconds remain. Ball tapped down. Again, Rao finds the ball, tries to wrestle his way out, but Toby Green just saying, no sir. As the ball again, right in the middle of the ground. Briggs and Witts do battle. This clearance is massively important as we head into the halftime break. And it is the Giants who win it through Cornelio. Really good mark taken there by Daniels. He'll send us long inside attacking 50. Can someone take a mark? Hogan's down there, surely infringed with. Umpire said play on. And the ball will go through for a behind for Gold Coast. For the Giants, should I say. And it is a 2-point lead here. 2 minutes 45 remain. Again, long ball, kicked out of defence. Perryman nearly took it in one hand. In fact, it was a clever tap, though, to Lockie Ash, who sends it inside 50. Tap down. Crumbed by Brown. Can he roll it through? It's across the face. And one behind. As there are real opportunities coming now. Late in the quarter, we need to capitalise on them and find a goal, though. 2 minutes 25 remaining. Hewland takes the mark right on defensive 50. As he decides to just thump it as long as he can. Buckley's there as well as Briggs. Clever little tap, although it only goes as far as Ainsworth, who tries to set it inside 50. Sam Taylor, that is absolutely brilliant. In the one-on-one contest, Perryman doesn't really know where to go, but he does that very nicely. Umpire says play on, not 15. In the end, Whitfield mops up the mess. A minute 45 to half-time. Can we find another goal and prevent Gold Coast from kicking one? Oh, that kick is poor. It only goes to the Coasters, but that's all right. Need to defend well here. A minute 29 on the clock. Ball is right on the edge of the centre square. That is a very poor entry. In the end, just ended up dribbling along the ground. Tom Green hands over to Whitfield, who goes on to Josh Kelly. Tries to fake Took Miller and does so successfully. Cornelio. Pressure applied on Connor Iden. They've got to go out wide. Umpire says it's a throw, which is, again, very interesting decision. Jed Walter gets the free kick. As we see Malcolm Roses seemingly injured in the hamstring or calf. He's been the one real problem for us, especially in this quarter. But Jed Walter will line up to give Gold Coast a lead here heading into half-time. He'll kick from outside 50 with the breeze though. Gives it a good ride, but it's way to the left. And in the end, fisted through by Buckley for one behind. So margin is 2 points, 24 seconds left. And you have to think now that potentially all the scoring for this quarter has been done. Unless we seriously stuff something up. We just need to be sensible with it. Ball kicked long. Gold Coast may get another entry here through Mac Andrew. Anderson dribbles one to the edge of defensive 50. A free kick to Gold Coast again. They're just pulling free kicks out of their arse at the moment. And they will have a shot after the siren here. That is just a truly bizarre free kick. But this would really put a dampener on this opening quarter performance. And it's Fiorini with the ball. He will have to kick this from outside 50 on about a 45-degree angle with the breeze. It will take his best kick. As every Giants player is lined up on the goal line waiting for a potential touch. They may not need it though, because that kick is right to the line and it's fisted through for one behind after the siren. And the Giants take a 1-point lead into the halftime break. And a really intriguing quarter of footy. But it is halftime. And it is the Giants 8-3-51 leading the Gold Coast 7-8-50. And I hope you are thoroughly enjoying this biased Giants commentary. But it's been quite frustrating this quarter, I must say. But that is half-time. As we wait to see what this third quarter entails for us. Once again, drop your predictions down below, ladies and gentlemen. But it really has been the two-man show at the moment for the Giants. Green and Hogan are the only ones really capitalising on the opportunities. But ladies and gentlemen, we will take a short break and we will be back right after this here on the Giants Biased Commentary. Hope you enjoy the rest of this stream, but we will be back in about 10 minutes' time. Thank you very much. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Giants biased commentary back for the second half of action here in the Adelaide Hills. It has been a scintillating game of football so far, very back and forth, and I'm really intrigued to see what this second half has in store for us. As it is the Giants who lead. Well, as a matter of fact, they haven't counted that point from the last quarter, which is very bizarre. The ball got fisted through, in case you missed it. The ball was fisted through right on the siren from the Gold Coast. And it trickled through for a point, but supposedly it must have been after the siren. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a bonus for us, but let's hope it doesn't really matter and we can really make it count heading into this second half. We really just need to capitalise on a bit of dominance. We dominated early in that opening term, but really from then on in, it was all Gold Coast that last quarter. G'day, brother. What is going on? As we await. Shut up, brother. Your team is poo. Here we go. Second half about to get underway. Here in the Adelaide Hills. Brother, he's in gym. 2 weeks till play footy. Are you excited for GWS versus Carlton, Blake? Here we go. Ball is ready to be bounced up in the middle of the ground. No, you're still custard. Umpire decides to take his time before bouncing the ball and getting us underway here in the second half. As he's picked out a free kick to the Gold Coast. So I play footy on Saturday. I mean, I probably do actually. In a couple of weeks. But I would have it earlier though than that. Long ball right to the line. Berry, can he get boot to ball? He can't. Lockie Ash on the goal line. Probably should have just let it go through for a point. That's all we need to do. But they've let them have a snap on goal. Fuck's sake. All we needed to do was just get it through for a point. And they didn't do it. And there's a review. Umpires calls a goal. I'd say it probably will be a goal, unless it's touched off the boot. He's rock and rolling it a bit too quickly for me to see there. Right, I'd say this will be a goal. 3 p.m, that is so cheeks. Now, they've given us probably the grainiest footage ever. So I'd say this will remain a goal. As we're seeing a bit of rock and rolling. I don't know what they're expecting to see from these camera angles, but I'd say it will be a goal. And it is paid a goal. So Gold Coast take the lead back early on in this second half. What really was a bit of a shocking defensive effort from us. All we needed to do was just scramble it through for a point. And that's not exactly what happened. Tried to go the hard way out of there. Can't go to Dogs game either on Thursday. Or do you have like training or something? Probably. Really need a big lift. Something needs to inspire us. We're looking flat. Gold Coast are looking somewhat inspired. The Giants players all thought it was touched, but clearly the third umpire didn't agree, as we're back in the middle of the ground again. Witts taps it down to Rowell, who goes back to Anderson. Tom Green muscles his way through and does well to kick it inside 50. No one in particular is there, and it's intercepted once again by Charlie Ballard, who just decides to go in very short. In fact, the kick didn't make the distance. That is holding the ball, umpire. He just dropped it, and the umpire says play on. Very, very iffy decision. Idens had his head taken off, and a free kick is going the way of the Giants. It's right back I'm not quite sure what's going on. In fact, it's a free kick to the Giants, or is it? Yeah, it is a free kick to Toby Green. Mac Andrew ripped Toby Green to the ground off the ball, and we will get a free kick right in front of goal. Well, not right in front, he's probably 40 metres out. But it is very kickable by his standards, and he's going for goal number 4, the skipper. That really makes up for the holding the ball, which really should have been paid. Wasn't paid though, and Toby Green comes in to take the lead back. This one is there, just squeezes its way through, and we are back in front. Thanks to some really dumb play there from Mac Andrew. And it's a 2-point lead to the Giants once again. Really dumb from Mac Andrew. Mac Andrew really thought he could own Toby Green. Toby Green's just really put him in his place and converts nicely. And it is goal number 9 for the Giants. Goal number 4 for Toby Green. And we regain the lead early in this second half. As we are back in the middle once again. I'm sure Mac Andrew will be really feeling good about himself after that. He's really just gifted us a goal. As again, it's very scrappy at the moment. A lot of handballing going on and then long kicks down the line. Such as this. Mac Andrew actually takes the mark this time. He's really looking nowhere. Can't hardly you, my guy. How am I going to bloody fix this? Let's see what we can do. Maybe this will help. As this ball is inside 50 for Gold Coast and intercepted nicely there by Buckley. Ashley, is that better? Ball again in short. They look to go end-to-end here to the Giants, although Callum Brown dropped a chest mark and then gave it up to Rowell. Again, another missed opportunity. And Gold Coast go forward. Able to get the kick-off inside 50 to King, but Taylor does brilliantly to intercept. That is a really good mark. Great intercept mark from Sam Taylor, who somehow found his way in front of Ben King. And that is why he's one of the best key defenders in the league. Got options on. He decides to go the handball instead. We're really not making things easy for ourselves at the moment. That's a very nice kick though from Perryman, who finds Lockie Ash. Ball in short to Whitfield, who goes to Kelly. Kelly will look for a little chip kick over the top. Can anyone get on the end of it? Nope, straight out on the full. So again, very messy with our disposals at this point in time. It's Mac Andrew with yet another touch. As he just decides to kick this ball out of defence. Really wobbled a kick, only went as far as Tom Green, who managed to get it off to Cornelio. Cornelio, high ball inside 50. Can someone get on the end of it? Hogan almost did, but couldn't take the mark. Collins wrapped up. Once again, good forward pressure applied by the Giants. Again, nice. Toby Green for number 5. It stopped right on the goal line, or is it a goal? Very hard to tell. G'day, Gray's Cutie Pie. This could be Toby Green's 5th goal. It was marked very close to the line. And I think it will just be a mark. It'll be no score. Mac Andrew takes the mark right on the goal line. And Toby Green, stripped of his 5th goal of the match. There's Mac Andrew again with the kicking. He's been everywhere at the moment. As he kicks this ball out of defence, but again only as far as Lockie Ash. We're doing well to keep the ball inside attacking 50. Ball in short to Cornelio. Can he load up and go from outside 50? Here comes Stephen Canelio. Needs to go large here. The Giants need to capitalise with the breeze this quarter. He comes in. It's out to the left. It comes back at the last minute and goes through. Stephen Canelio. And it's another review. Can you believe it? It looked as if it went straight through. Umpire wants to review it yet again. This is getting seriously disgraceful. The amount of reviews here. Get straight to it. Just get straight to the snicko. It's gone close to the post, but it looks like it's gone through. Don't know why the goal umpire is so uncertain. He was right there. And I'd say this will be paid a goal, but you never know with the AFL these days. So how will he see this now? As we wait, they still seem to be refusing to go to the little snicko they have now. Time being taken. We still wait. They're just playing the same camera angles over and over. Umpire's call is a goal, so any insufficient evidence will be good enough. But they're still waiting. They finally get to the snicko now. And it's a flat line, so I think this should be a goal. Unless something incredibly dodgy happens. It's gone through. And confirmation. There it is, another waste of about 5 minutes with another review. But finally we get consecutive goals on the board. And we really need to be capitalising here with the breeze in this third quarter. There's still 15 minutes remaining. Here to use it as well as possible here. There's Canelio with a wonderful goal that went real left to right late. Just snuck its way through with the breeze. And Canelio is very happy with his work. They should bin the umpires and score it. They should actually. But that would just... The score review just takes so long. Oh, it's not even funny. Like, the game would generally go on for hours. As we're back up in the middle again. Cadman doing the ruck work against Witts. Outfoxed on that occasion, but Green does well to try and trap it. Gets tackled holding the ball though. Ball sent inside 50 for Gold Coast. Need a mark here. Himmelberg with a big fist away towards the boundary line. And it trickles out of bounds right on 50 for Gold Coast. 8-point lead to the Giants. And you really feel this is the breaking point of the match here. Cadman taps it down. Slapped forward by Arden, but it's a big tackle by Tom Green. Wonderful tackle. It is only a ball up. No prior opportunity, said the umpire. But Green absolutely decked him on that occasion. Canelio now goes underground to get it to Ware. Umpire said it just stayed in bounds. Powell hands it off. Gold Coast again with one up towards attacking 50. Fisted away by Himmelberg and we'll have a ball out of bounds. Himmelberg has been very solid today, although he was in a little bit of pain after that. And he just limps ever so slightly as the trainer runs out to check on him. He seems to just be shaking him away for the time being. Briggs in the ruck with Witts. We'll get another ball up. A slight pause in play here for what otherwise has been a really action-packed game of football. There's been goals left, right and centre as Daniels applies good pressure on Anderson, but Anderson manages to get it back and just scramble a kick inside 50, and once again it's intercepted by Himmelberg. He's an absolute brick wall back there at the moment. Ball goes to Taylor, who now sends up towards Hogan. Nudged out of it by Lukosius, but managed to get the ball onto Brown. Brown on now to Perryman. Perryman over the top. Toby Green applied good pressure, playing for the free kick. But he's managed to do it well and gets this ball inside 50. Could Cadman get there in front of Andrew? He can't quite. And Andrew takes another intercept mark. Now Tuke Miller. Gold Coast with a bit of space here on the wing. Game really starting to open up and get a bit more free flowing. Oh, that is a shocking kick from Berry. That's nearly ended up in my hands, and I live about 900 kilometres away. That's almost missed his foot altogether. It's gone way back into the grandstand, as it's now a chance for Hogan, who jumps up. Surely that's a mark. Umpire said he didn't get enough of it. I think otherwise. As this ball now bounces into the middle of the ground. Whitfield hands off to Ware, who gets it over the top. Tom Green shakes off a tackle, goes in short. Thomas couldn't take the mark. In there again, it's real rough and tough at the moment. Bedford hands off to O'Halloran. Can he get clean possession? He can. Once again, it's Mac Andrew. He is absolutely everywhere, this bloke. Mark de Hogan was like about half a second away from being paid, but just couldn't grab it on the last attempt. There's a real hush in play occurs. Gold Coast just chipping the ball around inside defence. Mac Andrew with another disposal. Again, just takes his time. Perryman at the back. Handballs it away to Whitfield, who gets it to Connor Iden, who goes long up the wing. Toby Green went for the big hanger and has given away a free kick in the process. But Gold Coast decided to take advantage. Good pressure applied. Big bump from Hogan. Bedford takes down Tuke Miller. Maybe could have been holding the ball inside 50. Real big bump from Jesse Hogan. As the ball is thrown up, Briggs taps it down. Harvey Thomas with a little kick off the ground. That could be deliberate. If it goes out, it does go out of bounds. Umpire says throw it in. 8-point margin. Real break in scoring for the time being. As the ball is thrown in once again, Briggs just grabs it at the ruck and sends it inside 50. Across the face. Can someone mark it? Hogan nearly could. Was he infringed with? Umpire again called play on this. Bloke can't buy himself a free kick. Collins was all over him. He's had both arms around him and the umpire's called play on. Hogan absolutely cannot believe it. As Flanders takes his time in defence. And just roosts this one up onto the wing. Briggs outbodies Wits, but can't do anything with it. Humphrey now. Long ball. Holman with a bit of space. Can he go for goal? He tries to, and he does. He rolls one home, and they capitalise on the non-decision on Hogan. And Gold Coast are back within 2 points. Well, it was a really interesting non-decision paid up the other end. Jesse Hogan was being absolutely mauled by Collins, but Gold Coast managed to go end-to-end. And in the end, there's no one on the goal line, and Holman's just able to dribble one through for a goal. And Gold Coast get back within 2 points. There's about 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter, should I say. Here at the Adelaide Hills. Close game, but it is lock. As no one really grabs it out of the ruck. Cornelio hands off to Kelly. Clever little tap over the top to Bedford, who was taken high. Umpire said play on again. And he's called holding the ball. What is going on? Gold Coast take advantage. How was that not too high? Again, little wrestling going on. Lockie Ash. Mad scrap. About 65 from goal. And we'll get a ball up. Intensity really starting to go up a notch here in this game. Briggs can't get clean possession of it. Rao just threw it out of the pack. Now it's hacked inside forward 50. Riccardi turned Collins inside out, but the ball just went out of bounds. This game is on a knife's edge at the moment. You really feel that GWS have to kick one against the breeze here, just to assert a bit of dominance. Thrown in again. Tap down. Callum Brown out of the pack. Snaps one truly. That is the big one we needed. And at last, we don't have a score review for one of our goals. At long last. But we get out to an 8-point lead. Big moment here, midway through the third quarter. There's just under 9 minutes remaining. Callum Brown just managed to grab the ball out of the pack and somehow find clean possession. And he absolutely loves it. And takes a spell on the bench as well. Stephen Cornelio having a munch on a Zupa Duper. As we're back once again in the middle of the ground. Next goal is massive in this game of footy. Thrown up again. Cadman. Witts just pushed him out of the way and grabbed it out of the ruck. GWS need consecutive goals here, but they can't find one at the moment. Inside 50 for Gold Coast. Lockie Ash couldn't grab it. Tom Green gets it out to Ware. Ware decides to go in short, but can't find the mark. Cadman just in the end just paddles it forward. Now going inside 50. Taylor couldn't get a fist on it. Holman at ground level as well. Tried to hack it off the ground was O'Halloran, but couldn't. Didn't really get it far enough, and now GWS can explode out of defence. Once again, O'Halloran goes long. Hogan's the man at the back of the pack, but can't take the mark. Now Hewland for Gold Coast. Tackled by Daniels. Brilliant tackle. Umpire called play on though. Mac Andrew with a little grubber in the middle of the ground. Put Flanders under pressure. But he decides to just compose himself. And Gold Coast go the big switch. Here's a chance for Berry. Goes in short roses. And this will surely be a goal for Gold Coast. He's in a very good position at the moment, Malcolm Roses. Alright, here we go. Malcolm Roses. He's about 30 out on a 45-degree angle. Left foot kick is good. So Gold Coast continue just to stick around. And it's back to a 2-point margin once again. Teams trading goals for the time being. We just need to find consecutive goals at some point to really break the game open. But once again, the pressure we're putting on is very good, but they just seem to find just this little opening every time. This next goal you feel is just really big in the context of the game. Because if Gold Coast can kick consecutive goals here, it puts them really in the driver's seat of this game. As ball bounced up in the middle again. Free kick. Fuck off! It goes to Rao. They're just picking him out left, right, and centre. Green going for the ball gives away a free kick. Now Rao with an opportunity for Gold Coast. Flying through as Taylor couldn't take the mark, but he managed to get it back. Ball out onto the far wing. Giving chase is Green. He does well to put pressure on Lukosius. Lukosius doesn't want it. Harvey Thomas does well as well. Now to Hogan, who's in the wrong part of the ground from a Giants perspective and kicks it straight into the waiting arms of Collins. We need to find a way to reapply pressure here. Long ball into the far wing, Hewland, who again just takes his time. I'm sure the players understand the scale of where this game is at right now. That's a good mark by Taylor. That is such a mark. Umpire calls play on again. Now this ball trickles out of bounds. Gold Coast have it inside attacking 50 for the time being. And we'll have a ball in. About 40 out from Gold Coast goal. Himmelberg does well to get a clean disposal. Rao snap towards goal. Into a big pack of players. Holman managed to get boot to ball, but only goes to Ware. Ware off to Lockie Ash. We just need to compose here, and that is a shocking handball from Lockie Ash. What are we doing at the moment? We're putting each other under pressure. It's a real hard watch. And we'll have a ball up right on 50 for Gold Coast. Yeah, and this kick is just gone straight up. Miller. Gold Coast will enter again through the Koshas. There's one-on-ones everywhere. Taylor got two hands to it, couldn't take the mark. Himmelberg now managed to get boot to ball. Roses, another snap. Is it a goal? It is. Fuck me! What are we doing? What are we doing? It's all just too easy for them at the moment. They're just finding little openings in the defence and just picking us apart, and we can't seem to stop Malcolm Roses. And Gold Coast take the lead back with 5 minutes remaining until three-quarter time. And it is real worrying signs now. We seem to have controlled much of this game, but just can't find, again, clean possession going inside 50. And Malcolm Roses, he's absolutely dominating. And he's kicked his second for the quarter. Having a day out at the moment and finally takes a spell on the bench. But we just need this next goal. Need to get a clearance out of the middle. Just need to work something. It's not going to help with Cadman in the ruck once again. Although he does get a nice little intercept. Hands off. Now Whitfield needs to be clean with it. Does very nicely to get it to Brown out on the wing. Way too far out to score, so we'll just set it up. Hogan is jumping but can't take the mark. Daniels as well at ground level with good pressure, and the ball goes out of bounds. 4.5 minutes remain in the third. And we get a throw in left forward pocket for the Giants. Cadman, nice little tap to Brown, who got boot to ball, but the ball goes out of bounds on the full once again. We're just not capitalising on opportunities at the moment. And we need to find a way to break free of this Gold Coast defence. Ball in short to Flanders, into Noah Anderson. In the end, Anderson just goes long down the line. And a free kick is finally going the way of the Giants to Jesse Hogan. Hasn't been able to, in fact, it's Himmelberg. You wouldn't believe it. You would have thought it was Jesse Hogan anyway. Couldn't have bought himself anything today. As Hogan now flicks it back. Callum Brown open on goal. Was nicely defended there by Ballard, who clutches at the hamstring. Let's hope he's alright. Dealt with Jim. Time to crack open a cold one. Cracking cold ones in Vietnam. Short ball into Flanders. Gold Coast just seem to love the little chipping around here in our defensive 50. King can't take the mark. Iden with good desperation. Gets the ball onto Callahan and Thomas. And Cadman, who kicks it to no one in particular. In fact, it was touched off the boot. Bedford with a good tackle on Flanders. Good pressure applied. And the ball goes out of bounds. Tiverton's was pretty solid because he's a crap. It wasn't that bad. Gold Coast aren't shocking. I actually didn't think that ball went out, but umpire said it did. Callahan with it. Now Cornelio bursting through. Can he get a goal? Will it go all the way? It does. And that's the lead back for the Giants. And that is a big moment in the context of the game. Right on 3/4 time. 2 minutes 54 remaining. .30 minutes gone. And it is exactly what the Giants were looking for. We just needed that one break, especially with the breeze in this quarter. And Dimmer Hardwick not very happy with that decision to let Cornelio run free on his own. But GWS, if we can kick another one here, right on 3/4 time, we'll be very happy. And Harvey Thomas has been subbed out of the game in favour of James Peatling, which I thought was interesting. Thomas really showing some promise in this game so far. As that ball goes out, maybe deliberate, no. Ball thrown in. The ball's about 65 out from Gold Coast's attacking goals. As we get a ball in here. 2.5 to go in the quarter. Slapped forward by Ballard, only goes as far as Whitfield. Once again, awkward bounce for Roses. In fact, it was Powell who couldn't be clean with it. Neither could Kelly on that occasion. Green, lovely little composed handball off to the other Green. Toby Green from about 70 out, top of the goal square. Riccardi couldn't take the mark. In fact, it's a free kick. It is a free kick to Riccardi in front of goal. And a big opportunity here. Mac Andrew trying to remonstrate with the umpire. I say call that dissent and pay him 50. Massive opportunity for Riccardi. Comes in and converts. Just what we needed. It's back-to-back goals in response to Gold Coast 2 in a row. And with just over 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, we take a 9-point lead. And if another one here would really put us in a commanding position. However, another one of the Gold Coast, and maybe even 2 in quick succession, would open this game right up, as it already is. You can see there, clear grab of the jumper. Umpire very quick to pick up on it. Mac Andrew couldn't really believe it. And Riccardi with a solid little snap-on goal. You just feel that whenever this game gets to above a goal to margin, it's really on a knife's edge. It's really at breaking point. You just feel that the game could open up at any stage to either side as Briggs takes a massive leap on it early. Humphrey tries to get it out in the middle but couldn't. Now Anderson, Miller, inside 50 for Gold Coast. Walter, was he held? He was. Very quick to pick up on it is the umpire. And again, we just can't seem to No, neither team really can seem to get a real run-in on goal. Oh, Walter's absolutely thrown his head back to get that, by the way. He's already kicked 1 goal, 1 this afternoon. And a chance to cut the margin back to 3 points. Very kickable from here, almost directly in front. 25 out. Across the face, and he's missed it! Wow! He really should have been capitalising on that. That's a real missed opportunity for Gold Coast. Very long quarter, 34 minutes gone, and still another minute and the rest remaining. Cornelio with it at halfback. Just decides to just drive it long. Can someone take a mark? Hogan had 2 arms wrapped around him by Collins. Umpire lets it go though. Once again, deep inside 50. Taylor. Surely that's a mark. It is. Very, very good hands. As it's now with Himmelberg, who calls for help from Iden. Who again, Lockie Ash. Now to Whitfield. Can the Giants explode here? Daniels couldn't take a mark. We just need to stop them from scoring here, but it's not looking likely. Players everywhere for the Suns. Berry breaks free. Hands it into Walter, who couldn't mark, and the ball is out of bounds. Good spoil from Connor Iden. And Jed Walter clutching at his shoulder. Ball out of bounds. One last chance. You feel Gold Coast the only team that can score now until 3/4 time. 8-point margin. 15 seconds remain. Held in by Whitfield. And we'll get a ball up. 7 seconds remaining now. Witts taps it down to Tookmiller. One last opportunity for the Suns. On the siren, Fiorini just kicks it up, and it won't be enough. Ball will trickle out of bounds, and at 3/4 time, it is the Giants leading by 8 points. Eric Kennedy, my audio is very weak. I can try. I'm still waiting to invest in a microphone. My current one is completely out of charge. That's my only problem for the time being. Righto, ladies and gentlemen, 3/4 time. I will be back in about 5 minutes with the final quarter of action here on the Giants Biased Commentary. Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The final quarter of action is about to get underway here at the Adelaide Hills between the Giants and the Suns in the Expansion Cup. Real marvellous game of footy we've been treated to here. The Giants just really haven't seemed themselves so far today. Gold Coast have been applying good pressure. But for the Giants, we just need to somehow find a breakthrough. Find something that's just going to inspire us. We take an 8-point lead into this final quarter. And we will see what is in store for us here. Final quarter ready to get underway as the players take their positions. Umpire holds the ball aloft and blows the whistle. The final quarter is ready to get underway with the bounce of the ball. 8-point lead at the moment to the Giants. Underway out of the middle again. Witts with the opening clearance. Cornelio, in fact it was Ware, had his head ripped off and he'll get a free kick. First goal this quarter is absolutely critical, you feel. What can the players muster in this final half hour of action? Peatling wrapped up, managed to get boot to ball though. O'Halloran inside 50, not quite inside 50 as a matter of fact. He left it behind. Collins is again wrapped up by O'Halloran. Repeat efforts, very, very nice. And good to see as a supporter. Briggs out-muscles Witts on that occasion. Peatling dribbles one. Very shallow inside 50. Long ball kicked out of defence. Ash couldn't quite take the mark. Taylor was clean with it though. Nice ball to Cornelio. Cornelio, can he find an open target? Instead he decides to just go in long. Ball inside 50. Kelly in on goal with an opportunity. This one is across the face and through for one behind. An opportunity created early from Kelly. Ball just swayed a bit with the breeze here at the Adelaide Hills. 9-point margin. This game could go either way from here. Lovely intercept mark taken by Buckley. Maybe a 50-metre penalty, but no. Buckley takes a nice mark. Intercepting, goes in short to Connor Iden. Every single player on the ground in front of him here as he goes to Whitfield. Right in the middle of the ground. Gold Coast are really flooding back. It's a packed 50-metre arc. Inside Bedford provided a bit of spark but couldn't take clean possession. This ball out towards the boundary line. Done well. Has Berry. But taken away from him by Green. Now off to Kelly. Smothered nicely there by Flanders. But tackled again by Kelly. Brought to ground. Daniels. The centering ball. Hogan! Yes! Just pops up and takes the mark. This is a big chance to get it out to one of the highest leads of the game so far. Although it is in a similar position to where Jed Walter missed earlier in the last quarter. But a big opportunity. Jesse Hogan managed to find some clear space on Sam Collins. And an opportunity to get us out to almost a game-high 15-point lead. 30 out on a slight angle. Jesse Hogan comes in and kicks it nicely. Massive, massive moment in the game. 15-point margin. And we just get a little bit of breathing space. First goal of the last quarter to the Giants. Hogan gets his fourth, I believe. And it was just those repeat efforts from Josh Kelly that keep that play alive. And Jesse Hogan, as Brandon says, this time no mistake. He was directly in front almost. And although there is a slight breeze present, he managed to just slot it calmly under pressure. And this is the Coleman medal leader at his finest at the moment, Jesse Hogan. Gold Coast, you feel, need the next goal. Cornelio gets a handball from on his backside. Deep inside attacking 50 once again. Who can fly? Hogan nearly did. At ground level is Daniels. He bends it. Oh, but the ball is out of bounds on the full. But repeat entries for the Giants. And we've really had all the play early on in this last quarter. We just need another goal to sort of settle things down a bit. Gold Coast are still a massive chance in this game. Witts almost took clean possession but couldn't quite. Rao goes in the middle to Roses, who's been good today. And a rare hush around the Adelaide Hills. Long ball up towards attacking 50. Berry couldn't take the mark. He's been lively today though. Perryman just muscles a handball towards Roses, who was tackled nicely by Daniels. Flanders also tackled. It's good pressure. Lukosius drives one in. King couldn't mark. Fisted away nicely by Taylor. In the end, Ware was dispossessed. And a chance here for Humphrey, who goes in the goal square, and it will be a goal to Witts. And Gold Coast, it's not Witts, in fact. It's Reed, I believe. And Gold Coast are back within 9 points. And it puts a real dampener on the dominance. We've had multiple entries where we haven't scored so far this quarter. Gold Coast go inside once and managed to find an opening. And in the first 5 minutes, we've already seen 2 goals kicked and multiple opportunities. Connor Iden with a desperate lunge at the last second. Couldn't quite get a fingertip on the footy. It was very good play from Reed, and he's pumped up about it as well. The Giants just need to get a settler here. They can't let Gold Coast get any momentum. His first goal in the AFL for Ethan Reed as well, and what a time to do it. In crunch time here in the Expansion Cup. Once again, it's Briggs and Witts in the middle. Cornelio went in for it. High tackle is paid. Now, how do the Giants approach this? Ball out wide onto the wing. Lovely little chip kick over the top to Lockie Ash, who will look to drive this inside 50, I believe, and he does. In fact, he steps around Humphrey and then drives it inside 50. Very long, top of the goal square. Riccardi flies. Fiorini puts it through very deliberately, but under immediate pressure. And the umpire says one behind. And it's a 10-point lead now for the Giants. Will Powell kicks it outside defensive 50. Buckley lunging but couldn't take the mark. And the ball is out of bounds. Right on the near side. About 65 out from the Giants' goal. You'd have to say Witts has probably been winning the ruck battle today, but Briggs has been absolutely valiant nonetheless. That might be out on the full. Did it come off the back of Humphrey's foot? I think it did. And it is paid by the umpire. Darian Chacha needs GWS. As Callahan runs free in front of Humphrey. Long ball. Brown got both hands on it, couldn't take it. Hogan kicks towards goal, but it doesn't have the legs. When it's marked by Closey on the last line of defence. Again, that's been multiple opportunities who've had shots on goal but haven't scored from them. King flies. Ainsworth just sends this ball very, very high. Lockie Ash underneath it. Couldn't take the mark though, Buckley. And we'll get a ball up right on the far wing. How much time? There's 14 minutes and 13 seconds left in the last quarter of this match. Tap down again by Witts. Now it's Lockie Ash. Manages to get a kick on it, but it is smothered nicely by the Gold Coast. Daniels. Oh, good desperation from Perryman to get it off to O'Halloran, who handballs just out into space in front of Tom Green, who's tackled by Powell, and the ball will go out of bounds. Real crunch time here as Gold Coast sub David Swallow prepares to come on. Ball in once again. Witts with another tap down. Daniels now to Cornelio. Big opportunity inside 50. Leading up is Hogan. Again, a couple of juggles. Couldn't take the mark. Not 15, says the umpire. Gold Coast do manage to escape, though. Again, Jesse Hogan, that's a couple of times he's been oh so close to another mark inside 50. Here is Swallow now. Just drives the ball long up the wing. Walter is outmarked nicely there by Jack Buckley. And Bailey Humphrey is the man who's been subbed off for Gold Coast. And he looks absolutely gassed. It just shows the sheer intensity of this game so far as Hogan over the top couldn't mark. Now to Callahan. Kicks inside forward 50. Riccardi turns his man inside out. Can he pick up cleanly? Goes into O'Halloran towards goal. Yes! 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 That is a big moment in the game. Absolutely massive. And the Giants get back out to a 16-point margin. You just feel we just kept on pressing and pressing. And finally we managed to break through the deadlock. O'Halloran under immediate pressure manages to get a quick kick away and towards goal, and the Giants lead by 16 points. 12 and a half minutes remain in the match. And Adam Kingsley very happy. Very, very happy. O'Halloran's been very, very solid today for the Giants. He's deserved a goal, you'd have to say. He's had the very tough job on Matt Rao for most of the day. As Callahan gives it off to Green, the Giants will surge forward again. Out of the middle, mark couldn't be taken. Bedford, very, very lively at ground level. Riccardi under immediate pressure though. So was Peatling. This game is just ridiculously high intensity at the moment. Again, it's Briggs who taps it down. Ball ends up in the hands of Hewland, and Gold Coast are away here. There's a bit of a foot race on. I believe Buckley will get there first. He will. He's got plenty of time to work out his next option, and he decides to go very, very nicely to Ware. Ware goes in short. Green, was his arms chopped? He was! And an opportunity here for Toby Green. I don't know if he's got the legs on him. Hi, Chris again. But he may be just within range, kicking into the breeze. He takes a deep breath. This is a chance for a game-high lead of 22 points. It's clutch hour for Toby Green. 45 out on a 45-degree angle. Sends it in. It's across the face and to the right, one behind. 17 points is the margin. There's a real sense of urgency about this game now for Gold Coast. They need to find a way through the Giants' defence. Callahan, the Giants will keep pushing again inside 50. Kelly with a real opportunity. Kicks towards goal. In fact, it'll end up in the hands of Cadman. And he is in a really good position. With Toby Rain so good at these small local grounds. I don't know, small blokes are good at grounds their size. Cadman with a real opportunity here to get the margin out to 23 points. Would be the highest margin of the day so far. And he's fucked it. Oh my god. That was such an opportunity. The margin is out to 18 points. He was about 10 metres out on the slightest of angles and has just sprayed it. Didn't even hit the post. Didn't bother to get that close, and that could be a real big moment in the game. Perryman taken high, and he'll get a free kick for it in the middle of the ground. Custard Cadman. The Giants will again look to send it long inside 50. Well, chip to Ware, who goes up inside, and again it's out on the full. Wasteful at the moment. Gold Coast have only been inside 50 once this quarter for their only goal. They'll need to do it a lot more if they want any chance of coming back in this game. Just under 10 minutes remaining now. Ullman sends it to Taylor, who takes a good mark and now switches across. Nice by Connor Iden to Perryman, who has a bounce across half-back. Then looks to drop one in short nicely to Bedford, who's sliding in and takes the mark. Bedford now up again towards Callum Brown. Ball out of bounds. I don't know exactly how long's left because the scoreboard on Fox Footy's coverage seems to be a bit frozen. They can't figure out how long's left. All we know is that 16 minutes and 11 seconds have passed in the quarter. It'll be Jake Riccardi doing the ruck work. Over the top. Tap down. Gold Coast surge forward. Reed couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance for Gold Coast. It's a foot race. It's Walter against Buckley. Buckley does really well. The experience. Although that was a poor handball. And now Gold Coast with a chance through Anderson. And he misses. Oh! Wow, that was a massive opportunity for Gold Coast. And he couldn't capitalise on it. There's 8.5 minutes remaining in the game. GWS are 1 goal away, you feel. What have I done to the score, by the way? What is going on here? Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, that is not the score. There we go. That seems a lot better. I don't know how I've ended up doing that. I reckon I was thinking it was an 18-point margin as they find a mark inside 50 to Gold Coast. Anderson flops for the 50 but won't get it. And this will turn the game on its head. Noah Anderson was the one that missed about 5 seconds ago. And this would get the margin to 11 points. For all the Giants' dominance in this quarter, it seems to have just been nullified by a couple of goals here to the Suns. Noah Anderson with a big kick in the context of this game. He's 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. Comes in and converts. The game is still alive. The Giants really just need to lock in here. $11-point margin. That was really one that couldn't, well, I mean, it could have probably been avoided. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. And Noah Anderson calmly goes back and slots that. And it is game on. The Giants need to steady. They just need one just to relieve the pressure a bit. They need to win it out of the middle here. As the ball will be bounced by the umpire once again in the middle. Gold Coast have been really dominating the clearances all day. Briggs just hacks a kick forward off the ground. Couldn't be marked by anyone. Kelly's there to support, and the Giants can go inside 50 through Cornelio, and Brown takes the mark inside 50. This is a chance to steady for the Giants. He must go back and convert. And this is the chance to put the margin back out to 17 points. Callum Brown. Again, the clock freezes on Fox Footy's coverage. There's under 7 minutes remaining now. He's kicked 2 for the afternoon. This for his third. A real opportunity. Similar position to Anderson's before. And he slots it nicely. Again, under pressure. But he manages to stand tall, Callum Brown. 6.5 minutes remaining in the game. And the Giants bring the ton up. I wouldn't say that's game over yet, Darian. This still could go either way. There's real pressure on both sides. We just need to solidify this margin. I'm the best for commentary. Thank you very much. I hope you find me better than Kelly Underwood. So Callum Brown with goal number 3 for the afternoon. And it's out to a 17-point margin. 6.5 minutes to go. We're back in the middle of the ground once again. And it's a shocking bounce from the umpire. We'll get a ball up. A throw up, in fact. Briggs and Witts do battle in the ruck again. Took Miller gets the clearance with a little hack kick off the ground. Here's a chance for Gold Coast. They go inside 50. Kick well weighted for Anderson. They refuse to go away to the Suns. Anderson towards goal. The kick is wide and it'll go through for a behind. Margin is at 16 points. But Gold Coast refusing to give in at the moment. 6 minutes and 8 seconds remain in the game. As Iden kicks it to no one in particular. It's a really poor kick. Long ball. Here's a chance for Gold Coast. Could Reed take a mark? Taylor got first hands to it. And we'll get a ball up in the left forward pocket for the Gold Coast. Again, thrown up again. O'Halloran dispossessed. Managed to get a quick handball out in front of Ainsworth, but the ball goes out of bounds. 5.5 minutes remaining. Gold Coast need a goal here. The game is on a knife's edge. Ball thrown in again. Someone just needs to clear out of the defence, and it's Callahan bursting through confidently. Now Callum Brown in a foot race with Flanders. He wins it to the ball. He tries to double back, but the ball will go out of bounds. Very, very good play there by Finn Callahan to somehow get the ball out of defence. Gold Coast need a goal very soon, you think. If GWS kick one more, it's almost game over. The task is at hand. Thrown in. Witts taps it down. Only as far as Tom Green. Faking was Cornelio and kicks this one just high. Straight to Kelly. Now Tom Green with it. Right on the far wing. Composed as always into Josh Kelly. Umpire calls play on. Kelly doesn't know it yet. Sends it. Darts one inside into the pocket to no one in particular. And the ball goes out of bounds. 4 minutes and 49 seconds remain in the final quarter. deep in the left forward pocket for the Giants. This is probably our biggest opportunity yet to really break this game open. We just need to lock it in defence. In attack, should I say. Thrown in Briggs. Bedford. Briggs hacks it off the ground. Oh, and it's just wide. And it's one behind. But that one behind could be valuable at the end of the game. Oh, St Kilda beats Richmond, I reckon as well. That will hopefully happen. Can't be sure with St Kilda though. They could do anything. As it's very nicely spoiled by Buckley away from Swallow. Now to Kelly. Back to Buckley. Who goes to Whitfield. Who again back to Lockie Ash. Just need to compose the Giants. No turnovers here. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remain. And again the clock freezes on Fox Footy just to add to a bit of suspense. And the Giants are just happy to chip around at the moment. Time is running out here for the Gold Coast Suns. They just keep taking our time, just chipping away. Himmelberg's now got it. On the near side. Ball goes in short to Whitfield. He'll take as much time off the clock as necessary. Hogan almost had it. Wasn't paid by the umpire, and Gold Coast can go forward. Here's an opportunity. 2-on-1 in the middle of the ground. Although that handball from Rosas was very poor, it ends up with Whitfield. Chance, Toby Green, 50 out, darts one in, Hogan. And that will surely do it now. He'll take his full 30. Just needs any score really to get it beyond a 3-goal game. And once again, we don't know how long's left. Fox Footy have been absolutely hopeless at the moment. But it was a lovely kick in short. Hogan's kicked 3 so far today, going for goal number 4. Late in the game. If he kicks this, the game is all but over. If he misses, still a chance for Gold Coast late. He's missed and he's kicked it out on the full. So there is a chance for Gold Coast. Again, don't know how long's left. Gold Coast need 3 goals in, I suspect, around about 3 minutes. Defence just needs to hold up for the Giants. One more mark inside 50 should do it. But they're not going to get it. And now Gold Coast is surging inside. 2.5 minutes remain. Callaghan, massive. He has been massive in this final quarter. And lays a massive tackle on Will Powell inside the centre circle. 2 minutes 20 remain. 17 points is the margin. Time ticking away here for Gold Coast. Callaghan again manages to get it out to Cornelio. Cornelio to Brown. That should do it now. Darts one in low. Jesse Hogan again. Trying so hard as always. Toby Green. Can he find a way through? He can't. Daniels, brilliantly done. Toby Green, open goal, and that'll do it. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. 23-point margin. And you can tick off this game. The Giants will remain undefeated. Toby Green just waltzed into an open goal. Brilliant little bit of composure from Brent Daniels. And lovely late running after he kicked it from Green. Once again, the scoreboard freezes here at Fox Footy HQ. But it doesn't really matter. There's under 2 minutes to play. And the Giants lead by 4 goals. Biggest lead of the game so far as well, 23 points. Finally, they've been able to break the game open. And again, taken out of the middle from Briggs. They're starting to do it much easier now. Couple of Gold Coast players crashing into each other. Now taken by Kelly. On to Toby Green and in short to Hogan. This is really starting to get absolutely brilliant if you're a Giants supporter. And this will be a big win here in Gather Round in the Expansion Cup. Jesse Hogan will line up for goal number 4. The scoreboard has completely disappeared on Fox Footy. From my estimation, there's probably about a minute left. Maybe even a little bit under. But Hogan will line up for goal number 4. And he will convert just to put the icing on the cake. Margin is out to 29 points. And it's starting to get a little easy now for the Giants. Just the one goal in the last quarter for Gold Coast. GWS have had about 4 or 5, I believe. And I'm still itching to find out how long's left in the game. But Jesse Hogan, completely unmarked there, was able just to walk his way in. 56 seconds remain in the game. As we return back to the middle of the ground for perhaps one final time here at the Adelaide Hills in Gather Round. Up in the middle, Briggs again just grabs it out of the ruck and blasts it forward, although this time it's intercepted by Hewland. Over the top again. Maybe one last chance for Gold Coast through Rowell. In short, leaving it behind was Whitfield. Iden gives chase. Bit of desperation for Gold Coast, although it is too little too late. Ainsworth, maybe just for a late bonus, and the mark is dropped by Perryman, and the ball will go out of bounds. And you can start singing the big sound about now. 18 seconds to go. Get up and about, ladies and gentlemen. Because the Giants are about to go 4-0 and perhaps regain their spot on top of the ladder in season 2024. Wits dropped the footy. Umpire called play on. Chance for Fiorini late and he misses. But they don't miss out. One behind will be the final score of this game, you'd think. 5 seconds. Lockie Ash to bring it in. All he needs to do is just get boot to ball and just blast it as long as he possibly can. That's what he does. But the siren will sound after a good mark from Callum Brown. And it is a win for the Giants once again. It's 4 on the trot. And they seem to have done that very comfortably in the last quarter. Although I don't reckon it seemed like that for much of the game. They end up running away winners by 28 points. I hope you have had a brilliant time, ladies and gentlemen, on the Giants Biased Commentary live stream. And we will see you next time. I hope you have had a wonderful time and you will consider coming back in the next episode. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.